What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we back with another video. Road to 300 subscribers, of course. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Warriors' debut of Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy Butler, honestly, look good out there. He did what I expected him to do. I actually put a parlay on him, which is the crazy part. But I think the whole basketball world knows that Jimmy Butler, when he was his last stint on the Heat, or the last couple games he played on the Heat, he was not trying at all. Like, he was just tanking his stats for some apparent reason, but we saw it tonight. Jimmy Butler ended up with 25 points and 4 assists, and this came in Jimmy Butler ways because he got to the free throw line, which the Warriors really need because nobody else on the Warriors team gets to the free throw line except for Stephen Curry, and really Stephen Curry doesn't shoot a lot of free throws, so having this person who's going to push to the paint and get you free throws couldn't help the game. And we all know how clutch Jimmy Butler is, so when it comes down to the wire, you don't have just one option in Stephen Curry anymore. You have Jimmy Butler, who is one of the clutchest players in the NBA. And I think people are undermining, I think I'm undermining how much Jimmy Butler does to this team, because I know, yes, it was the Bulls yesterday, but he honestly opens the floor for Stephen Curry even more too, because you still got to worry about Jimmy in the mid-range, and the same goes for Stephen Curry opening up the floor for Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler even said it, like, Stephen Curry's gravity is something the NBA, it will never be top Stephen Curry's gravity, because you literally send everybody, you send your whole defense after him, and you just leave Jimmy Butler to play one-on-one, and 8 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, Jimmy Butler is good enough to go get that bucket. So the Warriors didn't really have that. Andrew Wiggins was kind of inconsistent for their team. Yes, they're going to miss Wiggins' defense, but Jimmy Butler gives you somewhat of that. He's not the same defender that he used to be, but he's, for sure, in my opinion, the better offensive player than Andrew Wiggins, and he's a lot more consistent. And he brings this toughness that only Draymond Green replicates for this Warriors team. So you know you're not going to bully them, you're not going to bitch them, because usually it's only Draymond who's hard-nosed. Wiggins was more of the quiet type, and Jimmy Butler is going to get in your face and let you know what the hell is going on, and he showed that tonight. Stephen Curry returned to usually Stephen Curry things. He had an efficient 34 points and 6 assists, and in the third quarter he took over, and in the fourth quarter Jimmy took over. So this could be some of the Warriors offense that we're seeing. And then they have their center, Quentin Post. Quentin Post. I'm pretty sure he just got upgraded. He had 18 points. He was shooting corner threes. I'm surprised. That's probably the first time I actually watched him. I'm used to seeing Trace Jackson in that role, but clearly he's not getting minutes anymore. It's going to fucking Quentin Post. And I want to see what Jimmy Butler can actually do when he's motivated, because we saw motivated Jimmy a few years ago. This is motivated Jimmy. What I saw out there, first 2 plays out of the game, he was actually trying hard on defense. He was running back. He was running to go get the ball. He was cutting to the paint. You see in the alley-oop in the first 2 plays in the game, and then in the fourth quarter, he sealed off his defender. Draymond, obviously being the smart player he is, he dumped it off to Jimmy, and Jimmy got the bucket. So that could be some of the Warriors offense. Like, he had 25 without even having a practice under his belt or a shoot around. So he was just playing Jimmy Butler game. Imagine he learns this Warriors offense. This could be kind of crazy for the teams fighting in for the play-in spot, because obviously the Warriors are just in the mix for the play-in spot. They're all close together in seeding right now. The Warriors right now are the 11th seed behind the Suns. They're tied. They're both 26 and 26. The Kings are also tied with the 9th seed. So it's a 3-way tie, and right now it goes to the Kings and the Suns, pretty sure. But all of these teams need to get wins, and Jimmy Butler is going to get you wins. Like, I'm trying to see their schedule, because if they have an easy schedule or a couple more games coming up, they could win some of these games that can help this team, like, win, or going into All-Star break, just win a couple more of these games and try to push back from these other teams. Tomorrow they play the Bucks, and Giannis is out to All-Star break, so they only got to face Dame. So this should be a win on their belt. They play the Mavs. Yes, that's going to be a hard. They play the Mavs before All-Star break. They play the AD and Kyrie. That's going to be a tough matchup for them. But if they could somehow win this game, they could show that they could be a powerhouse for this. They could be a powerhouse for the West if they beat this. That AD defense yesterday was crazy. I made a video on AD's debut, but Jimmy Butler's debut is kind of up there, but it wasn't as dominant. It was kind of sneaky, quietly, but that's how Jimmy Butler plays. Like, that's how I expected the game to go. Then they play the Rockets, who are kind of in a losing streak. I don't really believe in the Rockets anymore. I watched the last couple games, and it showed that they need a superstar. They need a closer, somebody that's going to close the game out when they need it, and they don't really have that. Jalen Green is not that. And Alfred Şengün, yes, he's nice. Yes, he's an all-star, I guess. But they don't really have that go-to guy. Like, I'm going to win you this game. Like, I'm going to do this so we can win this game. They don't have a killer, which a lot of the teams in the West have. So I don't really see them going far in the playoffs, but it's good that they're back to the winning ways. They're the 5th seed. They're not everybody. That's what I don't. The West is so hard to predict, and the East is so much differently. And I know the Heat Heat fans were probably like sad, or they were reminiscing, because this is the first time we saw Jimmy Butler actually try on the basketball court in months, bro. This is kind of crazy. I forget. I didn't forget. I was watching highlights, but damn, when I was watching a live game, I was like, damn, I forgot Jimmy Butler was this nice. Like, but hey, if this moves the needle for the Warriors or Warriors fans, it's good for basketball if the Warriors good, in my opinion. I don't want them to miss the playoffs, because it is kind of weird seeing the Warriors without the playoffs, and you're basically wasting Stephen Curry's last couple years, because Curry's 36, Jimmy Butler is now 35. They're both on the tail end of their career, so I never imagined Jimmy Butler in a Warriors jersey, like, at all. And then seeing Jimmy Butler the third, I was confused for a second, but he kind of, those black jerseys, he kind of looked right in a Warriors jersey, now that I think about it. But that was the debut of Jimmy Butler. I'm excited to see what else Jimmy Butler could provide to this Warriors team. Let me know how you felt about Jimmy Butler's debut down below. Subscribe. I hope you enjoyed. I got some videos right here. If you enjoyed this video you just watched, video on the right and video on the left, and click on it.